I'm Dale Murr, the class of 2018. I've been master gardener for 2 years, and this is a demonstration garden. It's a community garden. Community gardens is a garden for the community to grow vegetables, and these are the vegetable beds. And since it's a demonstration garden, we show different ways to make the beds with timbers or stones or cement blocks. Different types of, you want your bed to be half as far as you can reach, wide, so that you can reach the vegetables from either side, and then you can make them as long as you want to, as long as you're. These are about 3.5 by 7 or 8 foot beds. I grow several kinds of peppers. I generally try to grow hybrid type. If they're not hybrid, they don't produce as well. They don't produce as big, and they don't produce as many if they're non-hybrid. The hybrids really work good for me. This is one's called mariachi. It's a real pretty pepper. It really makes a good colorful jar when you're jarring it, when you're canning. It makes your jars look pretty with the reds and here's some red with the red and the yellow and the green all in the same jar, and it just pops out at you, But these are half as hot as a jalapeno. And this one is called Flaming Flare. Flaming Flare is also a All-American Award winner, and it produces really well. It's also about half as hot as a jalapeno. This one is a Yum Yum. They're real sweet. They turn orange whenever they're ripe, and whenever they get orange, they're really sweet, nice, sweet peppers, California Wonder is a bell pepper that is non-hybrid, and I planted it beside the hybrid ones just to see if they produced a lot more, and they do. The hybrid is called Crispy Hybrid, and it produced twice as much as this California Wonder did. This one's called Sandia. This is the first year I've grown it, so I don't know a lot about it. I don't know a lot about that one. This one is called Amando. Now, you talk about hot. Now this one is hot. It's hot as a habanero, and so you want to be really careful whenever you put it in your dishes at home and stuff. Don't use too many of them.
The Tarrant County Master Gardener Association has partnered with the Tarrant Regional Water District to encourage water conservation. TRWD maintains 4 area lakes and pipelines needed to provide surface water to local water treatment plants so they can clean that water to meet drinking standards for our communities. They also work with many cities in Tarrant County, such as Fort Worth, Arlington, Mansfield, and many others, to provide water conservation programs to the community. Conservation is an important water supply strategy to help meet the needs of our growing population. There are currently 2.3 million people living in Tarrant County, and this is expected to double over the next 50 years. At SaveTarrantWater.com, you can sign up for free weekly watering advice custom to your location. If you're a resident of Tarrant County, you can sign up for a free sprinkler's checkup where a licensed irrigator comes to your home, provides a comprehensive evaluation of your system with recommendations to reduce water waste. There's also an event calendar where you can find information about future classes and workshops. So be sure and check out SaveTarrantWater.com to sign up for their free services.
I planted these, and like I said before, these are pimentos. They're a hybrid called Pimento Elite. They're the biggest I've ever seen. Let's look at the size of that pimento. I've never seen a pimento that's big before, and they're real thick and heavy ones. Like I said before, the hybrids do so much better, and that's why they make them. Is they crossbreed them to make them heavier and produce more. And this has been a surprise, because most pimentos are about this big and usually have 5 to 8 on the vine. These have had 25 or 30 on the vines, and they're huge, just astronomical for a pimento pepper. Okay, this is a strawberry bed. There's different types of strawberries. These I planted. They're all-star strawberries. They have less disease, and they're what they call a spring bearing berries. Produce berries in the spring only, and these right here are ever-bearing strawberries. And if you'll notice, they produce a very few berries, but they do have some berries on them right now, even in the heat of the summer. Usually ever-bearing strawberries bear a small crop in the spring, and then another small crop in the fall, and then just a few in the summer. But these will produce more in one crop than these will in the 3 different crops. This is a bed of purple hull peas. You want to pick them when they start turning purple and when they're fully filled out. You want to pick them where they'll come apart real easy, and don't wait till they're dried out. If you wait till they're dried out, you can still use them, but you put them in let them dry more, and then put them in a jar, and then use them as black-eyed peas that that everybody eats and stuff. But I like them whenever they're fresh, and using them fresh like this. This is my okra bed. Okra's this is Clemson Spineless. It's one of the best varieties to grow in Texas. There's Hill Country Red, Star of David. There's different types of okra, but I like this one best. Okra will get too big if you don't pick it like every 2 or 3 days. Usually 3 days is the longest you need to go without cutting your okra, because they'll get hard and where you can't use them. Okay, if you grow determinate type of tomatoes, you'll need to plant them again for the fall. This is a bed that I planted for fall tomatoes, and planted them in the middle of July when it's hot, 100 degrees out here. So I gave it some shade. If you'll notice, I gave it some shade for about 3 to 5 days. I give it some shade so that the tomatoes will acclimate to the weather and to the hot weather that we have in Texas. It's a challenge to replant in the fall or in the summer, so you'll have fall tomatoes. Like I said before, you'll probably not get a freeze until the week before Thanksgiving or somewhere. Just watch the weather and then pick them all green, bring them in the house, and they'll turn red and ripen right on your kitchen tables. I started the seeds about the 1st of June under a shop light or grow light at my house, and then repotted them up into bigger pots and brought them out here in July. But you need to cover them, even though they were in the backyard in the sun, semi-shade sun. You still need to cover them for about 4 or 5 days just to get them acclimated to the new planting. This one is Bobby Flay's variety that he uses in his cookbook. It's called Calabrian or Calabrese. They're both the same name, but it's an Italian pepper. I had trouble finding the seed, but I found them in Seed Savers Exchange from a lady in California. And in Seed Savers Exchange, you mail them a self-addressed stamped envelope and $3, and then they'll send you the seed of whatever variety they have that you want, you know. And you can't just buy these seeds anywhere. You can only buy them if someone has them. You can, once you get them though, you can just take the seed out of the pepper. On this one, you can just take the seed out of the pepper and plant your own from now on. You know, just save your seed. This is a non-hybrid variety. It produces pretty well for a non-hybrid variety. They are hot, but that's what he's after when he's cooking. You order the roots and plant them yourself, and if you order roots, you want to dig a trench and then bury them deeper in the soil, and then let them come up and then fill in as they grow. And but anyway, asparagus are heavy feeders, so I fertilized these real well, and notice they really grew. You can pick your asparagus until they're about the size of your little finger, or pencil size. About pencil size, you need to stop picking it and allow it to fern out like this and rejuvenate and grow and get healthy again for the next year. Okay, we want everybody to come and see our garden. You can come any time of the year because there's always something blooming and something to see out here at any time of the year. Early spring is a nice time for the roses, and June is a good time to see all the vegetables. And we just ask you that you adhere to the sign that says, if you didn't plant it, don't pick it.